It was September 2013. We lived in Longmont, Colorado, and were surrounded by devastating floods. But that was the least of our worries. Greg had been gravely ill for 3 months and was now struggling for his life.
My favorite time of year is autumn. I love the crisp morning air, the vivid colors, but this year, autumn was just an absolute blur. I had struggled with this grave illness for several months now, and I was barely functioning. The only thing that was keeping me alive was the promise of an identity. On September 22nd of 2013, it was late in the night, and I was startled awake by an audible voice that said, "You are Big Heart Bison." I sat up in bed. I looked over at my wife, and she was sound asleep. The dogs were sound asleep. The house was quiet. And I half-heartedly said, "Okay, God, I'm not sure I'm going to live through the night, but okay, I'll do this bison thing." On October 31st, it was Halloween, and I was informed that my costume that year would be a surgical gown of all things. I found myself in pre-op, and I'd been shaved from my neck to my knees. And I was being prepared for an invasive open heart surgery to replace my heart valves. Step-endocarditis is not a term I had heard before, but the strep bacteria had attacked my heart valves and eaten gaping holes in them. On top of that, I was informed that I had suffered from multiple strokes, not just mini strokes or TIAs, but full-on strokes. The doctors were puzzled and said they didn't understand why I was still alive. As the surgeon informed me of all the risk of such an invasive procedure, I was at complete peace because I knew who I was and I knew what I had to do.
Since that day, we have pursued the dream of becoming bison ranchers, but it has not been an easy journey. A year later, Greg experienced a traumatic bout with skin cancer. The following year, we did sell our home and found property. Prior to closing, Greg was laid off, although we still did close on the ranch. A month after that, our youngest son was involved in a tragic accident. Miraculously, he did survive, and now celebrates that as his Alive Day.
Halloween is known as the Day of the Dead, but today I celebrate my 10th Alive Day. As you can see, our lives look a little different now. I spend my days surrounded by magnificent animals, pursuing my identity, and living out our God-given dream. As we continue on this journey, we want to say that we are grateful to everyone who has supported us. Thank you.
Thank you.